Well, it's not a witch Trump. He's a person of duality and of contradictions, but that both can exist, because if you think about it, he's very pragmatic, he's very action-oriented, he's very much like Ronald Reagan, where Ronald Reagan said, Mr. Gorbachev, tear down that wall. Trump is, you know, I'm going to build a wall. But what you're going to have is a president that is like JFK, that is like the Roosevelts, that is like LBJ, and even Bill Clinton. And you wouldn't have asked Franklin Roosevelt to get off the radio. You would have not asked JFK to get off the TV. So we don't ask Trump to get off Twitter.
Right. Tamsin, you're looking less sort of optimistic about it.
No, it's not
you're, I should say, a writer, environmentalist, political activist.
Yeah, and it's not the fact that Trump is on Twitter that we mind, it's what he says on Twitter. Judging by what he says and who he appoints, and there we have his Twitter New York self and his Washington appointing people self. What we will have in the White House is a racist, sexist, climate change denier.
Tamsin, do you accept you might actually be wrong and that he might turn out in practice?
Because, hey, it doesn't matter.
You accept 2017 might be the year when you say, actually, he's sort of within normal parameters. He's not as out there as he's...
I think that the language that he has legitimized, the sort of hate crimes that we're seeing across America, can't be just washed away in saying, hey, it doesn't matter. What you incite when you say things that are as misogynist as the things that he has said, when you say we're going to build a wall, when you exclude people from your vision of a United States of America, when you exclude people from your country, the language that you're using to speak about, then you know, what that provokes is really scary. And to be honest, the only thing that I see good about the Trump era is the resistance that it will create. And I'm excited to see that.
Matthew Parris.
You're bigging him up. You're bigging him up too much. He's just an idiot. The conventional wisdom has been, oh, he's actually very wise. He'll deal, he'll get sensible people around him. He won't. No. He's an idiot. America has had a lot of idiots as president.
Bush was also an idiot, and see what he did.
The American system will move to contain him. He'll carry on being ridiculous, and people will resist him, and Congress will resist him, and the State Department will resist him, and the Earth will continue in its orbit.
Well, let's go to Ted Malloch, because Ted, I think you're even flying over there tomorrow and hoping to perhaps get a job in the Trump team. You're based here at Henley Business School. I mean, do you accept that there are idiot-like features in Donald Trump?
No, I think we had an election, and we won that election, and the American public has spoken. Trump is not any of the things that have just been described. He's a fabulously successful business person who plays chess, frankly, 2 moves ahead of everybody else on the board. And I think we're likely to have a near American nirvana in the next 100 days. It won't even take a year.
Right, so his approval ratings in a year's time, let's force you on to prediction. You think they'll be
60%.
They'll be running very high.